Have a relationship with the Most High personally for yourself. You do not need church, or you do not need religion. Because when I had my spiritual awakening along with other people out here, but when I had the spiritual awakening, and when God found me, because I ain't find God, God found me. It wasn't in church. I ain't find him in church. Although I went to church as a kid, as a teen, right? Little young kid, like all of us. You ain't really understand what you was going through as you go. Like, you ain't understand what you was going there. You felt like you was being forced, staying there for hours, seeing things that you saw in these churches, and you was just staying there for hours and hours and hours. It's when you got out of there, when you got older, right? It's when you started to understand more about this. I didn't find God. God found me. God found me and woke me up at my job when I started to experience what I was experiencing. That was all God. That's why if you follow me, because of the Most High, I was able to explain to you what the Most High reveals to you. The touching, the cough, hearts, motives, people starts to get revealed around you. The spiritual things that you begin to see, but that's because the Most High allows you to see. See? Even in the church and churches that I stepped foot in, I saw the agents in the churches too. Even the main pastor himself, the face changed, demonic, that secret sin. Witches, warlocks, people laying hands on people, putting spirits in or suppressing it when people want to get delivered. That was the Most High showing me. And I wasn't in church. I didn't step foot in no church like other people do. They call them the religious fanatics. No, in fact, the Most High was exposing to me the people who are the religious fanatics, and people who went to church, and people who I knew that I've seen all my life that I've gone to church. He exposed them to me as well. It ain't religion. Religion is a scam. The agents are in the church. And there was no elder, there was nobody in church that was teaching me the things that, thank all praises to the Most High, that the Most High was being able to teach me spiritually to see, to explain and show it to you, the people who subscribing to me and those who come across my page, that's watching me and learning. Ain't nobody from church was teaching me this. Nobody from church taught me this. This was all from the Most High God himself. Ain't no religion, ain't no church, no elder, no pastor. Nobody sat down and said, listen, I'm going to teach you certain things. This is what you need to learn. This, and I ain't have none of that. In fact, the Most High was exposing these people to me. He exposed my family. He exposed the co-workers. He started to expose the strangers. And it was the people who I thought that religious themselves in my own family that go to church all the time. Them niggas themselves got exposed around me. And I seen that some of them are witches and warlocks. Them niggas was doing witchcraft too. Remember, you got mommy and daddy, both sides of the family. Start praying for discernment. Talk to the Most High. You don't need church. Talk to the Most High. Ask him to expose people. He's going to expose people. He's going to show you their hearts and motives. Everybody got exposed. You watching this, you're the Joseph of your family. What happened with Joseph? He got betrayed by his own family. Oh, you think that's not going to happen during your spiritual awakening? Your own family, your own blood themselves will betray you? Come on. Those niggas got exposed. And you would think the religious folks that be in your family, when you go through the spiritual awakening, that they would know better, right? And go, oh my God, this individual is going through a spiritual attack, a spiritual moment. Oh my God, we got to pray for this person. We got to help them because we went through it too. Now, you would think that. You would think that. No, it was the opposite. In fact, those niggas got exposed. And I was surprised with what the Most High was showing me about these people. Their hearts and motives. And I started to see the coming from people who I was looking at very shocked. But that's what the Most High does. So you do not need church. You do not need religion. You just need the Most High personally. Have a relationship with God personally. And again, I didn't find God. And I wasn't even looking for him. He found me. Just like a lot of people. I ask a lot of people out here. God found a lot of people, not in church, Some of these people were in tears in their mess somewhere. It could be in an alley. It could be they were probably about to do something and God just came into their life. Nobody, when God finds you and when God chooses you, it just happens out of nowhere, out of the blue. You don't even know when it's going to happen. It's just like spiritual awakening, out of the blue. So this is why I was able to tell you about my story and still continue to tell you my truth about these people. And how these spirits, how they get irritated. The gang stalkers, the monitoring spirits. Where do you see a pastor in a church talk to you about stuff like that? About how to discern and see people's spirits and how the spirits speak when it's in people. The face changes. The under the breath. The yawners that they do when it's low. No. That was all God showing. The veil got removed. It got lifted. A lot of y'all got Josephed out here. I got Josephed. Your own family betrayed you. Your own family set you up. Own family. Even the religious ones too. They got exposed. You saw their hearts. You see what they're about. You see the spirits that they carry. Then when you start speaking this way, when you go through your spiritual awakening and seeing what you've been going through, where is everybody at now? Gone, right? Isolated. They're making you look like, oh, I'm isolated. I'm alone out here. You're really not. Spiritually, you in camp with angels and the Most High himself, but literally you not. The reason why people avoid you is because your discernment. They can't hide around you. And it's your truth and what you're going through that got those people separated. Especially the narcissists of those that you know that they got to create the slander, the smear campaigns, and the lies. But that's what happens. Even in the church itself, I saw pastors with demons. The witches and warlocks in there. And I saw how they were communicating, which is why I was able to tell y'all how they speak. Because they all do the same thing. The tactics don't change. The color codings, what you see. The flicking. That's what they do. And you're going to see it from family, friends, co-workers, strangers, associates. Because now it's spiritual. It ain't flesh awakening, spiritual awakening. And the Most High wants you to see. The stuff that you see is what the Most High wants you to see. That's the exposure from the Most High. That's why people avoid you. That's why all those who you know, where they at? Especially those spiritual people in your family too, right? Those that you know and don't know. Where they at? Them niggas got exposed too. You would think that those people would pray for you or understand when you was going through your spiritual awakening. You thought that they would understand and help you out. But no, in fact, as they were doing what they were doing, you saw through them too. And what they were doing. And you was like, whoa, the face is changing everything. That's why you went through what you went through. Yeah, you got put into the cuffs, into these places by your own people. You got Josephed. Your own family, your own bloodline. Yeah, you heard it on cue? You heard the distraction? Your own family. Stuff started to get revealed. People started to get revealed, exposed. And when you start speaking your truth and when you start doing your content and the stuff that you talking about, they go ghost. Then you got then the narcissists from these groups got to create the lies and smear campaign. You got Joseph. A lot of y'all went through what Job went through, but a lot of y'all went through what Joseph went through. And that's what's going to happen when you go through your spiritual awakening. The betrayal, the isolation. That's what happens. That's why. Then you start seeing the world for what you was in that illusion. But then when the Most High chose you and woke you up, you started to see what you started to see. And that's why people looking at you a certain way now. He or she is strange. He or she is weird. They're not the same. Or now there's people who haven't seen you for a long time. Like, what is he talking about? Or they interested now. Or they didn't expect you to be this spiritual. It's the Most High. It ain't me. It's the Most High. So listen to those who's talking and gossiping about you. And look at your content, what you talking about. The ones who's talking about you, gossiping and disliking you, is because of your truth. Niggas got exposed. And that's what the Most High does. Pray to him for yourself. You do not need church. You do not need religion. It's a scam. It's a scam. Because a lot of these churches be operating like cults. Witches and warlocks be hiding in the churches too. The agents. The pastor too. They be draining your energy going to these churches. That's what they doing. They draining your energy. Harvesting it. You see what you see out here. You need just have a relationship with the Most High for yourself personally. You do not need church. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because I didn't find God in church. He found me at my job. At my job. When I was going through what I was going through, not understanding. That I was already going through a spiritual awakening, but God was already starting to reveal to me. And that's when I started to see the weird things. People astral projecting, coming and going. Then I started to see everybody act weird. The faces started to change. And I was like, whoa, this is, yeah. That's what happens. And that's what's going to happen when y'all go through your spiritual awakening. Which is why, if you have been following me for a long time, I've been trying to help you guys. And continue to do it. Because the Most High gets the glory. This didn't come out of me like saying, oh yeah, I know this and that. Because I don't know everything. I'll be humble about it. You learn something new every single day. But there's just certain things that when you speak about, when you speak spiritually to help people out, that's that gift that the Most High gives you. Everybody got a certain gift. Everybody could do it a certain way. And that's the Most High allowing people to have their own gifts that he blessed them with. So that way he can reveal things to help other people. So that way when they see certain things, they understand that it's a real thing. And it's the Most High. The Most High gets all the glory. He gets all the glory. Everything that I tell you, express to you, reveal, show you the tactics, how they move out here, what you're going to experience when you go to spiritual awakening, the betrayal and how everybody starts to get exposed. That was all from the Most High revealing it. God gets all the glory. God exposes, God shows you everybody. God shows you everybody. Yeah. So for those of you who still asleep, you want to wake up, go to the Most High. Ask him for spiritual discernment. Ask him to expose people's hearts and motives. I promise you, as soon as you, don't be shocked when mommy and daddy start acting weird around you. Your cousins, your auntie, your grandma, your grandpa, people in your job, co-workers now. People doing this and making faces around you. People who you was once, that's my bro, that's my shit. Now everybody's making these faces. Yeah, because that heart's motives got exposed. Their spirits now started to get revealed, but that's God showing you from his eyes, putting it into your eyes to see. He wants you to see what he sees, but he wants you to he wanted to show you those around you and what you was around. And that's why things happen in your life. That's why you go through what you go through. That's why you was once this way, now everybody's looking at you this way. No. In fact, those niggas got exposed. Now you speaking your truth. That's what these niggas avoid. That's what happened. That's what happened. Then you start to understand that your blood ain't really your blood. That's just your Matrix family. Some of these niggas is clones. Some of these niggas is witches, warlocks. They ain't a cult. Some of these people have done witchcraft on you. They will sell you out. Your own bloodline. You seen it with celebrities too, right? With their stories. Somebody close to them. Like, come on, you think niggas won't do that? Look what happened to Joseph. Look what happened to Yeshua. People in their circle. But God always gets the glory. Hello. And this is what happens to all of y'all. This is what happens to all of y'all. This is why they don't even like. This is why they dislike you. Those who know you. Because you speaking your truth. And you making your content. What they gonna talk about. What they gotta say. Especially the ones who go to church. Like what they gotta say. Because your discernment is going to reveal to them easily. You're gonna see that spirit. Nigga, you're going to see it. Because they all do it. They get uncomfortable around you. Start touching their eyes. And you start seeing that spirit get irritated, bothered. You start seeing it. That's the discernment. You see it from those in church and not in church. Come on. They can't do it around you. They can't fake around you. That's why niggas, that's why they avoid you. On cue. That's why they avoid you. That's why you look isolated. But in reality, it's the other way around. They're avoiding you. You. That's their guilt. That's their shame. They know what they did. They know what they did to y'all. All of y'all that went through what you went through. Niggas know what they did to me too. They know. Don't let people gaslight you. Because niggas is very spiritual. Especially from your family. Yeah, it goes from your great-grandmother to your great-grandfather to theirs too. From both your mommy and daddy bloodlines to yours. Stuff starts getting revealed. You start learning a lot when the Most High starts. Yeah, things start getting revealed. Best believe it starts with the blood. You got witches and warlocks in your family. You got niggas that be in the dark. You got niggas that will sell you out. You got people who do witchcraft and try to send things your way from your own family too. It happens. And it will. When you unplug and when the Most High chooses you and when you go to the Most High. When you personally go to him, he's going to show you and reveal to you those around you. Just stay calm, cool, collective, and humble, and just stay in prayer when the Most High starts to reveal to you about the things that you are going to begin to see from those that you know and don't know. They're all going to act weird, and they're all going to reveal themselves around you. That's the spirit. It's going to shock you because you're going to see it from people who you would have never expected, but it's spiritual. But that's the Most High exposing their hearts and motives. Ask him personally yourself. You don't need church. You don't need religion. Ain't no pastor or people who I know from churches, not even my own family that's religious, not even them, taught me this, that I was able to tell you guys with all the content based off the experiences that I have experienced. They can't explain that. They didn't teach me that. Church ain't teach me that. Most High did. God did. And he gets all the glory. I fall back. I fall back. That's why y'all niggas better watch who y'all messing with out here. You don't know who's who. And this is why I help you out and learn, return things to senders. Pray for that hedge of protection. Stay with the Most High. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Most High got you. But he's also going to reveal to you too. And this is why you're going to look crazy to some. And this is why there's people on your frequency level. They're going to understand. And then there's those who was listening to these people's truth that know you know, who's looking at them another way too now. Because niggas is getting exposed and revealed from behind the scenes. And this is why people dislike, they don't like you. And this is why you got people, because you speaking your truth and you putting your content out. That's what happens. Keep speaking your truth. Don't let nobody gaslight you. These niggas know what they did and what they doing. They spiritual too. Except for your discernment, you see right through these niggas. Those that go to church and don't go to church. You see them for who they really are. And that's because the Most High is showing you who they are. Go into a church. Go anywhere. You're going to see people start getting bothered by you. Your light, your aura, your spirit. That's because it's the Most High with you. And angels. They're going to... Now one here, or they start acting weird around you. Moving weird. Ask you questions. I'm telling you, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. But yeah, man. So I had to just go extra way off that topic for a little bit so y'all can understand. But yeah, just ask yourself, those of y'all who's going to these churches and visiting to these things, is the church you visiting a cult like, or is it a church? Unplug into the next video.